Hello, 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 my friends. As you're tuning in, share with me, or if you're visiting with me live, I'm going to make sure that this microphone is actually working while we have a few people pop in. Today, I'm doing a little bit different of video. I have been getting so many comments that I honestly thought I would never address, like specifically. Oh, it sounds good. Okay, perfect. I thought I would never like really address weight loss or anything like that on a video because I, first of all, never thought anyone paid attention, mattered, anything like that. But I was like, you know what? It would be wrong of me. I've been having so many conversations in real life that if I don't, like, so many people have commented on YouTube and whatnot, and I haven't addressed it. I've just been like, yep, and moved on. So I thought in today's video, I would tell you everything. I would address everything about my weight loss, about my health, about all of it today as we come off of boot camp. So happy end of boot camp. Did you guys have the best time ever? I am super excited and had so much fun at boot camp. I did want to let you guys know, if you hadn't claimed your membership yet, we just decided, because so many people enrolled, that we're extending the 30-day challenge workbook. So you can get the workbook, you can, grab it still, use the coupon code 75OFF when you're enrolling in your membership, and you still can grab all of the your Makeathon ticket, things like that. Let me know if you have any questions about that as well. So what I want to do in today's video, give you guys a life update, address anything about my weight loss, everything, why I've lost so much weight, am I ill, anything like that. The answer is yes and no, like overall, but why I've lost so much weight so quickly, things like that, because like I said, I know so many of you have had questions, and whether or not you've said anything or not, I know that I'd rather just be like completely transparent and we get to have this conversation and then move on, right? So I'm super excited to be here with you. I have a membership. Where can I find the book? It is under your 30-day challenge course on the website. So you just go over to the 30-day challenge course where you watch it and you can download that. This is just an incentive if you're a new member or you're an upgrading member. So super fun for you. So anyway, I am really excited to just address this and answer all your questions and then move on. All right. So what I want to do today is take you back to 2021. And I was planning for this live stream and this video, what I was reminded was, if you have been around since 2021, there was so much transition then. And I think a lot of that transition was so stressful on me. I particularly made a video called, like, the video I never thought I would make. And if you're new here, for context, I would just go watch that video after this one. So that you can be like at the forefront, like understand everything from that video. Because I kind of touch on some of my physical health issues that pulled me out of working as much in 2021, and my weight loss and everything. I'm just starting back. I'm going to pick up then and update you to today from there and give you more context. So in February of 2021, I started having like very depressive like symptoms. For example, after I would get home from work, I didn't feel motivated to, for example, do my dishes or just do very simple things. In February of 2021, I had 0 children. It was just me and Courtney, or at the time, maybe not even, yeah, just me and Courtney. We had just gotten married, and I was finding myself having trouble getting out of bed. I was having really bad fatigue. I was like just really confused. So I just went to the doctor and got like total blood work done. And come to find out, like, I had a really weird like hormone imbalance. And that's why I was being like, why all of that is happening. And they're like, oh, of course. Well, any of that. So it is super it just was very frustrating to find out. I'm 25 now. Then I was 23. So to have like hormone imbalances and things like that so young, my doctor really didn't know what to do. So they didn't really do anything. So I went to a holistic, like, herbal type place, and they gave me a bunch of supplements. And the way I described the supplements was more so like a band-aid, and more so like temporary fixes, and like helped like maintain all my symptoms, helped maintain a ton of my symptoms, but was never like curing or like really finding like like it just wasn't helping long term. It was more like a band-aid. So what I did that summer was I took a very like very significant, like, I want to call it a sabbatical. To be honest, looking back, I was working a lot still. People were calling me into work. I was working a ton. There was a lot of stuff. You can go back on the channel, and I was working a lot, like doing a lot in the business, whatnot. But it did help a little bit just to take some time off. And this is the first time I was realizing I was dealing with any type of stress. Like, have you ever met someone that like didn't know that they were stressed? Because if so, that is me. I, to be honest, like wake up every day, like super excited. Like I'm becoming more aware through a lot of personal development, a lot of therapy, and we'll talk about that if you're interested. But yeah, so I was just now realizing, like, wow, what if I'm stressed? I had really significantly bad sweaty hands. Since then, it's not as bad. It comes and it goes. But anyway, just crazy, right? Like crazy, crazy. So then I kind of addressed where I had been all summer, things like that in my video, like that I was telling you about. So you could watch that for context if you're new around here. So anyway, that is 2021. In 2021, we said yes to fostering two of the sweetest children, and they're a sibling set. And we became foster parents that summer. So we ended up fostering them. My life ended up like just crazy shifts in 2021, things like that. So it was so special. And into 2022, we also said yes to our twins, our foster twins that we still have today. And through that, I like in 2022 was like, okay, the supplements are not working. Like, this is just not happening for me. Like, it is not, I just feel like I'm putting a band aid on it. So I want to go see someone like more advanced. And I've had results with holistic medicine. So I was like, okay, I really want to stick with like holistic, like someone that's going to look at everything and like really not be that medical advice to me. Again, I'm super young, so dealing with a hormone imbalance, like really, really young, like um it's just different when it comes to like fertility, when it comes to like long-term longevity, things like that. I also work out a ton, and obviously I throughout this had gained weight, but nothing like super concerning. Like raising four kids, like come on, like is anyone really thriving that much when they're raising four kids? You know what I mean? Especially newborns. So in 2022, I remember like just thinking about that, and then the twins PT that comes to the house, they had recommended a doctor. I'm like, okay, is this God? Like, is this God disconnecting us? So I reached out to him, and he works out of his home in North Carolina. Courtney and I drive there, and Courtney's like, okay, Tanner, like, are you willing to do whatever they say, whatever he says, are you willing to do it? And I was like, yeah, of course. Of course. So I was like, I'm just gonna do what he says. And Courtney's like, what if it's give up coffee? Right? Like, what if it's give up coffee? I was like, you know what? Sure. Like, I don't even care at this point. Well, I go, and he pretty much, I didn't know this at the time, is vegan. And God love him. I actually really appreciate him, and he's awesome, like so sweet. Um, and he asked me to go vegan. I was like, this is interesting. But I didn't say no. And I went vegan for many months out of 2022. Long story short, that was very miserable for me. I made the best out of it. I ended up gaining even more weight, and I was very unhealthy. Like, as vegan as all get out, but like still very unhealthy. Like, none of this was helping anything. So the second time I went back to him, or third time I went back, he was like, okay, Tanner, like you need to lose like 30 pounds, like right now. And I was like, okay, doctor, like I go to CrossFit 3, 4 days a week. Like I have someone meal prep all my food. Like, I have like ice cream once or twice a week. Like, I'm not really like, I don't really know what you want me to do. And his solution for me was, Tanner, you're just go eat more. Or excuse me, you're go work out more. Just eat less and work out more. Like, do 2 workouts. If you're doing 1 workout, like, do 2 workouts a day. I was like, "Oh my gosh." So, I tried that. It was just not very, sustainable, like, my time, anything like that. So, I'm giving you all the context of, like, everything that has led to where I'm getting at, which is everyone then, like, after I told all my friends about this, and I've had to tell this conversation so many times of everything that I'm, like, so tired of it. So, like, the moral of the story is I'm, like, tired of talking about this, but I've had the conversation so many times that I would rather just have this one time, and, like, kinda share and be totally open and honest because, like, why else? Why not? It's so easy to be, like, completely honest. Obviously, I work on the internet. You see my face, like, every day. If you look at our new content we post, like, it's awesome. Like, that's just the work I do. I get it, okay? I also get that, like, I don't have to share this, I just want to. So, anyhow, that was the end of 2022. 2023, I'm like, "Oh, okay, like, we're getting this figured out." I just wanna go see an endocrinologist, get, like, another consult. If hormone replacement therapy is what they want, like, I'm just gonna do that. So, I find an endocrinologist, not even in Tennessee, like, they're so hard to find. So, I went to Philadelphia, where we travel a lot to anyway. My in-laws live there. So, I went to an endocrinologist there, and again, very, very similar situation of, like, me going in and saying, "Tanner, whatever they say, I'm just gonna do it." I was like, "If it's hormone replacement therapy, like, let's do it. If it's any of that, let's just do it. I just wanna feel better, function great." I also started figuring out, like, my voice. When you have hormone imbalances and things like that, your voice can get weaker. So the way that I would film videos, like, I'll film, like, 10 to 15 in a day, like, once a month or something like that, and just get a lot done. But I've been noticing, like, more and more, just having strain, or if I'm in meetings or if I'm doing a live stream, like, there's many live streams that I get off and I tell, like, the team or Lauren or Courtney, I'm like, "I feel like my voice is gonna give out, like, any minute." And that can be another symptom of, like, a hormone imbalance and things like that, that your, I guess, vocal cords, I don't know, but I did from Google, they say it could be. So anyway, that's just another symptom. So there's so many weird little things. So anyway, go to the endocrinologist, and she's like, "Okay, Tanner, you," she brings up weight too. She's like, "You've been obese," after hearing about my family history, things like that. She's like, "In your life history," she's like, "Tanner, you've been obese for, like, a long time." I'm like, and I get it, like, 10, 15, 20 pounds, like, sure. Like, if you, she's like, "Well, from a BMI standpoint, like, you're definitely obese." So this is where it gets, like, really weird when it starts talking about weight, because I get it. Like, I wasn't super unhealthy. I was just, like, a bigger person. But to a doctor, like, it's very black and white. Like, that's all they do. Again, I was like, "Okay, this is a smarter doctor. I'm paying them money to give me a consult." And they're like, "Yeah, you need to lose this weight, and you work out, and you eat pretty lean, like, high protein, things like that, low carb. Nothing's working for you." So this is what she did. She was like, "Tanner, you need to be on something called Wegovy." And I was like, "What is that? Like, I don't know what that is. Like, what in the world?" But I remember, like, the thought of, like, just that I was gonna do whatever they said, and the goal would be, I mean, if someone's like, "Okay, you lose, like, 20, 30 pounds, oh my gosh," then you're going to, like, hopefully have your hormones, like, balanced. I was like, "Okay." I was like, "How interesting is this?" So she talks about it. I pretty much say no at first, like, in the appointment, because I, like, had no idea. And at the end of the appointment, I was like, "Okay, like, if this is really what you think," she's like, "Well, we'll monitor it. We'll find out, like, over the next couple months." So I said yes to this Wegovy, which is actually the same thing as Ozempic, which is actually the same thing as semaglutide. Like, it's very similar in that family. Since February of this year, I've researched so much. I can tell you a lot about it. If you have any questions, please ask me. I probably have researched it. Um, so I started on that, and it's like a appetite suppressant. It helps moderate your blood sugar. Apparently, I was insulin resistant. Like all these different things, which makes sense. Like I would always like finish a meal and just be like curious what I want for my next meal. So anyway, I pretty much lost all this weight. I wish I could say because like I've been working out and I've been doing all this, but my doctor put me on Wegovy, semaglutide, that family of products to pretty much see if we lose the weight, does your body like balance back out? Does everything like get balanced? Things like that. So, yes, I have lost a significant amount of weight. I am down, I think, 60 pounds, which is absolutely crazy. Absolutely crazy. I wish I could also tell you that like I'm doing so great, but what I can tell you is I've lost 60 pounds and I have not. Nothing else has changed. I feel better. I have more energy. My body is like using less calories, I guess, to process and like move each day. Um, I'm very frustrated at my CrossFit gym because losing 60 pounds, like you just can't um, lift as well and you're not as strong. And obviously, I'm in a calorie deficit practically every single day. So I have not like went up in dosage of this medication, which we're supposed to, since like June or July, and I have just stayed at the same dosage, things like that, because I've lost a significant amount of weight, right? So anyway, that is where I'm at. And now we're just like looking at, okay, you are lean, mean, and green, like from a physical body standpoint. I can do more burpees and more push-ups and more sit-ups, and I can run. I can do all this. Like movement's great, everything like that. But now it's like, okay, we've eliminated your weight. There's like very low body fat percentage on you now. So now what are we gonna do? So that doctor said, Tanner, your case is too weird. Um, I'm moving you to a referral. So I'm at another doctor. I just met with him last week. We have a game plan, and that is what we're moving on. So we are moving through that, and I just tell you like this whole story because there's been so much like this year about like semaglutide, Wegovy, Ozempic. I have a lot of thoughts about it. I could tell you all the pros. I could also tell you all the cons. I could tell you all the positives. I could tell you all the negatives. Like I'm not a doctor. Like don't act like I'm giving you any medical advice. I'm literally just telling my story. So it is very interesting. I, again, go back and forth on all of my thoughts about it. I try to stay very neutral. I believe in like all holistic approach. Number one, I don't like medication. Number two, I'm very young. So we're just trying to, figure out all of that. And, I run multiple companies. I love the work I do. I love, the children we impact. Like all of the work that we do is so near and dear to me. But again, it's all that. So we look at it like very holistically, like the full picture of like stress and everything like that. So that is where we are at. I wish I could come to you and be like, oh my gosh, look, it changed everything. I'm healed. It's amazing. But really, that's just where I'm at. And like, isn't that so fun to like sometimes like most people, especially myself, like say nothing about a subject, wait until it's like over and then like share it. And then I was like, it just wouldn't be right if I don't kind of like share my middle with you. I've shared so much of my life on here, and I'm like, if it's nothing I'm embarrassed by, or it's nothing that I am like personal about, there's very few things that I um am like not willing to talk about or share. I'm pretty much open to talk about and share things. I just like it to be the right time, the right moment. And I thought for all of you that was really worried about me, I've got so many comments. And what's funny is like the reason I'm making the video is because so many people in real life like come up to me and they're like, Tanner, you look like a totally different person. And I don't know like what else to say. Like it's so awkward to me. Like this whole thing is awkward. I would have loved to told you like I lost the weight all on my own, like anything like that. Um, I will tell you, like the diet in America, like looking at that holistically and everything now, I have a totally different set of eyes on it. Comparing our culture to like European cultures, things like that. Like it's very interesting the differences. And yeah, so if you have any questions about like semaglutides, those medications, I think there's something to really like talk to your doctor about, find like the right person to talk to about with them, somebody with experience to see if like it's even anything you need, and so much fun. So, oh my gosh, yes, Kirsten says nurse here. Just want to point out to anybody with body issues, the BMI was created by a mathematician, not a doctor. Yeah, it's very odd, and like BMIs are not correct whatsoever, in my personal opinion. So super, super fun. So that's kind of where I'm at. Yeah, let me know what questions you all have. I will answer any. I'm super excited for this past week of boot camp. I had so much fun getting to be live with you guys. I've had like a crazy whirlwind of a year personally. Both of my grandparents also passed away this year. It's still so sad. So I've been mourning a lot on that front. Recently, if you follow me on Instagram, one of my best friends like had a very traumatic brain injury from a mountain bike accident. So that has been really rough. It's been a really, really interesting year. It's been really sad. From mourning my grandparents, both of them passing away, like in the hospital and things like that, just not the way you would think anyone should. End of life care is something I wish people talked about more. It was very hard. It was very sad, and something I wish upon no one. But most of us do get to go through that at some point. So with our loved ones. So that's been a lot. I actually the reason I wasn't at boot camp Wednesday, I did not share this yet, but I got to go down. I flew down on Wednesday morning. Having twins at home, like your time is so valuable and being home with them and it's so important. It's like putting them in bed and things like that. So I flew down from Tennessee Wednesday morning, and Alicia popped in during boot camp to hang out with my friend and his wife, who is at a like top notch like recovery center, getting physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy, like all of the things, like getting so cared for. And it's all thanks to just the Lord, like making a way for them to be there. So I flew down Wednesday morning and got to hang out with them all day. And he got to go on his first outing, which was super, super special just to be there randomly. Apparently, God knew we did it. But it was super special. Like he met me in the lobby, him and his wife, and he was able to like talk and things like that. So just to see him like heal has been super, super encouraging. So anyway, it's so much like crazy things happening. Someone says, okay, my issue right now, how are you altering your clothes? Are you throwing out and buying new items? Only real fan. That is so funny you mentioned that. So I've been having this internal debate. So since I am on like medication, like obviously like when I go off of it, like this is not a long-term medication, I will like possibly gain the weight back if I don't manage it and things like that. So I have had to buy a lot of new clothes. I have lost, like I said, 60 pounds. I think the heaviest I was this year was like 210, 213. And I'm like 150 now. So I wear hoodies, like this hoodie that you all probably have seen me wear on the live streams. I have two hoodies that are my size. This is like I could put two of me in here, I think. But this is a small hoodie. I have never been a small person. Like I've just never been a small person. I tell people all the time, like growing up, like I shopped the husky section. So for this weird part of my life, like I have been asking myself, like, am I someone who wears small clothes? Like my shorts, I've had to buy new shorts. All my clothes fall off of me. My friends text me, like, what do you want for Christmas? I'm like, I just want some normal like hoodies or just like a normal shirt. Like I have had to been buying some new items. So anyway, that it's actually really funny that you mentioned that because it is very interesting. Oh my gosh, life is a lot. Yes. Oh my gosh. You've lost 60 pounds too. Holy cow. Congratulations. Hemming and altering my work pants. I do not blame you. Yeah, so I don't know. Like I'm keeping, I think, majority of my clothes, but I'm also like, I don't ever want to be unhealthy, like to that level. I think if my hormones were balanced, like I would be able to grow more muscle. I would stay more lean, like just naturally. So I'm going to stay on the semaglutide and start working my way down on dosage, um, while figuring out like more my hormone issue. My prayer is like in the next 6 months, like I can just have it balanced. I'm making it such a priority, like such a priority to like overcome this because I want to be top of my game. Like I miss waking up in the morning, like jumping out of bed. I get a ton of sleep, like 8 to 9 hours a night, like all of that. So anyway, I'm just working on that. Like, what are you guys up to? Let me know. I've kind of just word vomited for the last bit. So I'm super, super excited that you all are here. Is anyone here that didn't come to boot camp? Like, boot camp was so much fun. We had a blast. It was so, so good. Holy cow. Kate, you lost 120 pounds. Yes, Kate, I will agree with you. Like my muscle is like totally, totally gone. Like I'm still a strong person, but I'm just not as strong as I was. I did deadlifts like yesterday at the gym. And I was like, this is such little weight that I would used to use, but it's fine. Like I can just grow all my muscle back. I am just I'm just letting go and letting God in this season of my life to help like work on all the things. I'm like, Lord, what do you want? What do you want me to see from this? Like it's been going on for so long. So anyway, that's kind of just where I'm at. Like, how about that? How about just a raw and real Tanner? I feel like I never do these. So anyway, I'm super fun. I'm also in my home studio today. We're doing a lot of like Christmas crafts, late night lives this week. So it's gonna be so much fun. Amy, you're dealing with high blood pressure. Listen. Amy, my doctor told me about my blood pressure today too, or this week. And I don't have the best blood pressure. So praying for you as well. Super great. But I do want to let you guys know if you're not already a member or you're a member and you want to extend your membership so we can mail you the 30-day challenge book, look at the red dot link. There's no coupon code needed. If you're an existing member, click that. If you're a new member, use the coupon code 75OFF when joining, and you'll get $75 off grandfathered in. You'll even get our Master Your Cricut workbook mailed to you, which is super, super fun. Tamara says, I was actually had a dream that you were in California doing lives from a craft store. Listen, I have done that before. Maybe you're like having a maybe you're having a dream of like from the past. That's so fun. Listen, Kay, it is well worth it starting from like the beginner. And here's the thing, like starting over, you're not really starting over because you have the skill of the lift. Like truthfully, we will both like elevate a lot quicker. But I totally get it. Kirsten made the tile ornament last night. Yes. But the previous snowflake version using vinyl. Oh my gosh, that is so, so fun. So yeah, let me know what other questions you guys may have, whether it be personal updates, like work updates, like anything like that. Like I think about like this whole situation, like everything that I do, like I'm so grateful to my past self, like 6 years ago, like dreaming up Maker's Gonna Learn and knowing it was going to be a lot larger than just myself, because point of failure for one person is a lot. Like you can see other Cricut YouTubers or just other YouTubers or other content creators in general. Like if I had to handle all of the work of the business by myself, like it would be so hard and it would be so inconsistent. And I'm just so grateful to have such a great team behind me that helps like keep consistency in the business when our bodies and our life circumstance aren't consistent. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's super special. So I'm so grateful. So, so grateful. Carol says, Tanner, would you please go over one more time who should buy the Maker's Gonna Learn extension? I've been a member for several years, but don't know what I need to extend my membership. So, Carol, if you've been a member past January 31st of 2020, if you've been a member before January 1st, 2020, or February 1st, 2023, you do not need to get grandfathered in because you're already at a really low rate. Who should get grandfathered in is someone that has an existing membership that joined after February 1st, 2023, and that paid over $195 for the year membership. So the lowest price of the year now for new members is $195. That's the lowest it'll ever go. It's the best value, $75 off. So if you paid $270, this is a great way to extend your membership, get grandfathered in at $195. If you paid $230, if you paid any rate like above $195, you should get grandfathered in. All right. Love it, love it, love it. Good morning, Tara. I've watched your videos from 10 years ago about starting a Twitter account. Oh my gosh, Kirsten, I do not love Twitter. Oh my gosh, Lynn, I do not use Facebook. Would I still be able to use your program? Of course. I will say some people get like a burner Facebook account just to go into our group, like to see what the community is up to. But truthfully, our entire platform is just makersgonnalearn.com. So you can go to the dashboard, download the cut files, the fonts, and everything. Seriously, just participating on YouTube is enough for the community. So love it, love it, love it, love it. So good. Is it worth it to invest in a laser cutter if wanting to do more work with wood? Do you have a comparison video on those? So Tamara, we have 2 or 3 laser cutters. We have a Glowforge. We have things like that. Is it worth it? Like, it's such a broad question. Like, first of all, a laser cutter is not comparable to a Cricut. Number one. So laser cutters in general, are they worth it? Usually, but they only are worth it if you work it and you learn it, things like that. So we've used ours for many, many years. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. I wish I had more of like specific, I wish it would be more specific. Like, I love our Glowforge, but unless you're like making money with it, I don't know if I would recommend it. I can't wait for Cricut to come out with a laser cutter. I know it'll be really good. I think the Glowforge version doesn't really do that much. So I'm just holding out for Cricut, and I invite all of you to do the same. When Cricut comes out with a laser cutter, we'll be like the first people to report on it. You know what I mean? Like, we'll definitely be doing it. So good. Yeah, Kirsten, I love it. I'll be interested. It'll be interesting to look back in 10 years on these life updates. Honestly, like, that's part of the coolest thing about making videos on the internet. Like, they are there and you can go back and watch it, and I'll be able to like watch this again like 5 years from now, 6 years from now, when all of this is like definitely behind us, right? Like, it's so fun. It's super crazy. It's crazy too, like a lot of my health problems definitely did start in 2021, or at least that's when it like became such a problem for me. But truly, like, just life stress and things like that, I think definitely is the reason why I have the problems I'm dealing with now. So anyway, super fun. Well, I also want to let you guys know, if you did not get your Makeathon ticket and you want your supply box and the $50+ off, I'm going to drop the link for that too. So you can get your Makeathon ticket, and we're sending out mystery supply boxes. If you don't have a ticket yet, please grab one and we'll confirm your spot for a box. How about that? We've extended both of the sales. So we'll be having these promos for you so that you can grab it and we can help you master your Cricut. Just to let you guys know, is there anyone here that is not a member? Will you just comment if you're not a member? I would love to tell you all about our 30-day challenge and just some of the things that are open, and I can help you like answer any questions if membership is right for you. Super fun. Oh, yes. Thank you to Courtney for sharing Tanner with us too. Listen, Courtney like is the little, like, she's so personal. Like, she would tell the internet nothing just because she is like so closed off, and she's that way with like people too. Like, she just doesn't feel the urge to share, and I'm like over here sharing everything. So we balance each other out very, very well. Super fun. Super fun. But the 30-day challenge, like, I just want to make it aware. I know Lynn was here and like considering joining, but didn't use Facebook. The 30-day challenge is like where we recommend everyone to start. I just like to show that like every single lesson here comes with a video. All right. So super, super fun. Comes with a video. So you can start this instantly when you join. And then like the workbook will just help you like understand like opening the box and going through setting up the machine, like seeing all of the different like words like weld, like we give the graphic and then the description. So you get this in addition to the videos. So this is just helpful. So you get this mailed to you. So yay! Where can I look whether I had bought the Make-a-thon before? So Alicia and Pepper both those questions. Noel's working customer care today. Hi at makersgonnalearn.com. He will personally look at your account to tell you like what you paid and if you have a ticket to Make-a-thon or not. All right. So good. So fun. We're so excited to extend the sale. So if you are considering membership, use that coupon code 75OFF. If you are considering going to Make-a-thon, click that link down below. Grab your ticket to Make-a-thon. One thing I wanted to share with you guys for Black Friday, what we are doing. Yes, your dashboard, if you go under past purchases, it'll show you. So that's super fun. One thing we are doing, Candy says, just letting you all know, my investment in the venture is definitely paying off. I am preparing for 2 upcoming craft shows and able to crank out a lot more volume. Yay! Congratulations. I'm glad you have the space for it and you're enjoying it. That is incredible. We have not used ours near enough, but we haven't had time either. So super fun. One thing I want to let you guys know we're doing for Black Friday that we have never done before. This is crazy. Let me just share with you what it is since we're just hanging out. So I'm doing some training next week on building your business, selling your crafts, things like that. If you haven't ever sold before, really great training. And I was like, what do we have that people need so much of, right? So what we have decided to do for Black Friday is if you have never had Design Make Sell, you've never invested in it. Last year, we stopped selling just our core Design Make Sell curriculum, which is, over $500 of value, everything like that, right? We stopped selling it by itself. What we did was we turned it into a group coaching program where you get coaching and the curriculum. And a lot of people from the year of marketing it and selling it doesn't understand the value of the coaching as much as they're like, hey, I just want the curriculum. So what we're doing just for Black Friday, just this month only until Black Friday, all right, we are selling the core Design Make Sell curriculum standalone for the lowest price ever. Now, you don't get the coaching, you don't get any of that. You just get the core curriculum and the workbook. Are you all ready to know how affordable this is again for Black Friday? It is crazy low. All right. You can do this with a workbook mailed to you for $297. $297. And there's an awesome upgrade available when you enroll. If for some reason you are interested in our coaching, which it makes it a fantastic investment too. So you're able to add coaching on for the lowest price. If you say yes to the curriculum after you enroll, you will be able to check that out. So I'm just going to drop that link for anyone interested. No coupon code needed. Again, it runs until the end of the month or Black Friday, whatever. So if you're interested, if you've been on the fence, if you've never bought it, again, there's a to pay or a pay in full. And that is just a great way to get your hands into the curriculum so you can start pricing your projects. You can start knowing what to sell. You can know how to sell. This curriculum is everything that you need to start your branding, to create a color guide, like apply for, we talk about like the business side of crafts and things like that. So this workbook is like meaty. Again, for every lesson that we have in Design Make Sell, there's a video as well. So building your brand, starting selling your projects, creating an online platform, everything we cover, and it's so, so good. So it is awesome. If you've never been a part of Design Make Sell, this is the offer for you. Again, you get lifetime access to the core curriculum. After you enroll, there is a crazy offer to upgrade to Inner Circle. So you can come to my coaching calls, you can come to our guest coaches, you can get our community, everything like that. So it is so much fun. So this is a great way for the lowest price ever to get in and to, get started in the curriculum, which I know many of you want to be able to do. So we're super, super pumped. Cannot wait to see you inside there as well. Let me know if you have any questions. It is so much fun. I'm about to head out. We are continuing to decorate for Christmas, and it is so much fun, right? Like it is, we're having a ball. We're having such a ball. Wow. Yes, Design Make Sell is so helpful. Tara says the program is the best. It brought me out of my shell. Yes, go Tara. I got to meet Tara too. She's so fun. Alexis says, not yet. I work in a library makerspace. So we don't know how the license works and what can be shared, but definitely interested in joining. So Alexis, if you or your library bought a membership, it would be like the libraries or your membership, depending if you pay for it, or if you pay for it, I'm fine with you using it at your makerspace. And if the makerspace pays for it, anyone in the makerspace can use it, right? Because we do it like per household and things like that. So we just want to support makerspaces. So yeah, I would definitely invite y'all to take advantage, because you could use the fonts, you can use the files, like everything with 3D machines, like laser cutters, Cricuts, things like that. So email us if you have any particular questions. We'd love to help you. hi@makersgonnalearn.com is our customer service. Comments. Oh, yay. Awesome. Well, y'all, I'm so excited that I got to hang out with you all today. It has been such a blast. If you have any other questions, drop them down below. I hope this clarifies, like, I am well. I am not, I think people get worried that I have like cancer. All my blood work does not show that I know of. If you know something I don't, please let me know. It is so good. So thank you guys so much. I hope you all have an amazing weekend too. We'll see you back here real soon. Thanks so much for watching. Take advantage of any of our Black Friday deals. We have a bonus for Makers Gonna Sublimate too down below. So definitely take advantage, and we'll see you back here real soon. Bye guys.